Zed here, back to do another video review, this time to do a review of Recon Ironhide, or Jungle Attack Ironhide, whichever one you want to call it. I did find this before Bludgeon, but I wanted to get Bludgeon's review out of the way because I really like Bludgeon. Cool character. I did pick this one up first. He is really cool, and despite what most would say, I actually enjoy this, crackle, this crack kind of lightning, if you ask me. It looks a lot like lightning. Paint job, I enjoy it, actually. I think it's cool. I wish it was on the roof and on the back bed, but hey, that's just me. If I can find a second one, and if I can get the proper paints, maybe I could do something. I do enjoy this mold. I'm going to get to his weapons in a second. Something I'd like to point out. I'm looking at the Wikipedia entry about the Revenge of the Fallen Ironhide, Recon Ironhide, and they're calling this front bumper a bull bar. I like that. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. It's probably only missing pieces right here. Which helps to turn into a crossbow cannon. Let me get into the knives first, because I really like the knives. Now, the knives hook on right here with these little clips, which is nice, that everything has a storage spot. Everything has some use. Now, this first knife is very military in design, and I like that. The second one is extremely Japanese in the look. If anybody's ever seen Samurai 7, I think it's in there. One of the samurai, I think, has a weapon like this. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't seen the series in such a long time. I like this blade the most. I attach this one in his hand, and this one usually goes on the rifle. Speaking of which, we have a assault rifle here with a scope. It has a little groove at the barrel, which you can attach a knife like a bayonet. And surprisingly, you can also attach it onto the middle of the scope, but it's a little more. Oh, whoops! Oh well, I caught it. It's a little more useful here as an attack weapon. The other gun is a minigun. I like this a lot. It's very different. I do enjoy this. Now, start transforming him. Ironhide, of course, showed up with the other Autobots in the first movie. He is Optimus Prime's weapons specialist. This guy knows everything about guns, and I think this should have been the Ironhide that we got in the first movie, because if he's a weapons specialist, he should be decked out in weapons. Those two cannons, they were good, but I do have the other Ironhide mold they put out last year. Well, on one note, I'm not going to show it here on camera because I don't know exactly where I put it right now, but I have this big box of Transformers sitting next to me. But his cannons that can fit on the back of that repaint of Ironhide, those cannons can't actually fit on this Ironhide as well. So if you want to really deck out his vehicle mode with weapons, there you go. Transformation's pretty much the same as any other movie Ironhide that's come out, except for maybe some small differences in the back, of course. Bring this up, take this down, spin it around. Oh, you can take off the bumper. Ooh, that's on there tight, too. That I like. There's no way this is popping off on vehicle mode, which I enjoy. So I do think this is the Ironhide we should have got in the first movie. One thing I'd like to note, I have a piece of tape right here, but when P.L. did his review, he said there was a little metal piece right there on the tip of the peg. I don't have that metal piece. Either it's already fallen out somewhere, or it never came with it. But it's something I just like to note. So if you see a P.L.'s review, he'll say there's a little metal tab on that peg right there, and I don't have that. So either it fell out or I never got it. You do have to take this gun off first. I'll show you it in a minute. Oh, like I said, everything is... all the guns going on here are extremely tight, and I do enjoy that. There's very little chance that the gun's coming off. So that's something I do enjoy. The head mold, I actually like this head mold over... sorry, the screen just went dark on me. I do enjoy this head mold over other Ironhide head molds. Okay, there's the problem. Because the first one, of course, looked completely ugly, and the Revenge of the Fallen one, it didn't look so bad. But this one, if I can get it to bend up, looks like he has his battle mask on, which he doesn't use too often. I think it showed up in the Transformer video game, but I don't know if he ever used it except in the final battle at Mission City. I don't know if he used it too much in Revenge of the Fallen. I'll have to go through the movie and watch it again. Now, to create his crossbow gun, you take the bull bumper, take the gun out of this side, you plug it into this side. Surprisingly, I know I do have my issues about projectile missiles on the guns, but I actually like this sticking in here. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Ooh, pardon me. Woo! Never have Chef Boyardee for breakfast, kids. It doesn't help. But there you go. You attach it that way. I like that. Now, what I do personally is I take the rifle and I attach it to the side here. I think it's a little more useful here than sticking it in the hole right here. You can stick both guns in the hole, or like you can take this gun and stick it on side, which looks nice. You can also attach both to the back to store them, which is a nice touch. This piece keeps popping out regardless of what you're going to do. It's the same thing. I got to figure out something to do. Tighten the joint somehow. I don't know. You can take the last knife. Hold on a second. This is a trick to do. And he has a sword to take on the Mikado Master. Ugh. The Skeleton Samurai bludgeon. Yeah, I did make a mistake in that review. Sorry. He's not the Mikado Master. Whirl was the Mikado Master. My bad. Don't have people freaking out about that, okay? But anyway, this is Ironhide in his robot mode. He is decked out with weapons. I do enjoy this. I like the backpack a little bit. It looks nice. Yes, it's a little bit of, kibble in the back, but honestly, I can ignore it. The shoulders are still the same from as the first two Ironhide figures, but without that extra piece, it does allow for a little more stability and staying in place. I fold the crossbow pits apart when I'm not wanting to make it look like he's aiming with it, just because it helps him move his arm around a little better. These pieces can't get in the way when they're extended. So, just something I personally do. It just looks very incredible. It really does. He looks great. He is out. If you can find him, definitely grab him. And like I said, grab him with bludgeon, because these two are supposed to be fighting each other. And it just looks they look so cool together. So this is Titan Zed with Recon Ironhide or Jungle Attack Ironhide, saying I'll see you when I see you.